I'm not here to offend anyone. I'm here to speak to you as Geronimo talked to a general in the 1880s in the mountains not too far from here when he met with him at a peace conference, a powwow, and said to him, he said, this morning, he said, I want to speak to you the truth. And I want the truth to be like arrows that go out from my heart and my soul to your mind and your body.
Peace, family. This is Jabari, the Soul Vibers Nation. Just letting you know some things that we got going on with the Soul Vibers Nation. You stand in front of our salon, Conscious Heads, Barbershop, Natural Hair Salon, Barbershop. Come get your hair cut, come get your natural hair done, come get your braids, right? We're going to go into the bookstore and tell you about some events that we got coming up. Come on, follow me. Alright, you just walked into Reality Speaks bookstore. You know, we have one of the largest archives, DVDs, CDs, whatever you want. Just want to let you know about some real important things that we got going on, though. Again, that address is 219 East 25th Street. Come on down and talk to us. We got Dick Gregory, Dr. Barshango, Sister Soldier, whoever you need. Now look, check this out. We got this thing coming out, the Black Power Resource Guide. You know what I mean? This is for the Tubman City Black Power Resource Guide. You want to check this out. If you got a business, or if you're an entrepreneur, you want to go into business, you want to get into the Black Power Resource Guide. This is a movement because right now we know that so very little of our people own black businesses right now, that we need the people, we need to galvanize all that we have in the community for those who are in business to keep them in business. So you want to get an ad, we got them starting off at $40 up to $410. You want to get an ad in this Black Power Resource Guide. To kick off this event, brothers and sisters, we have Dr. Claude Anderson. For those who don't know, Powernomics, he wrote a book called Black Labor, White Wealth. You can get it from here. You can get it from everyone's place. You can get it from 219 East 25th Street. Come on down to Reality Speaks bookstore. You want to come to this event? This is popping off May the 26th. Please come out. That's going to be at Sojourner Douglas College. You can call us at 410-889-0477. Come on.
Now we're playing this game of Monopoly. And let's pretend for a second in this auditorium that whites got $1,000 to play the game of Monopoly. Asians got $500. Hispanics got $300. Indian got $100. And blacks got $50 to play the game of Monopoly. Now, never having gotten your 40 acres of mule, you don't own any land. You don't own any land. And if you don't have the money, you can't put any houses and hotels on the land if you got lucky and had some. Now, when you roll the dice in our hypothetical game of Monopoly, and you roll the dice and your number comes up on the wrong piece of property, what happens to you? You must either go bankrupt or go to jail. And that's the Monopoly game that black folk are locked into. And when that happens to you in life, when you only got two alternatives in life, to either go bankrupt or go to jail, that is called an underclass. And black people in America are systematically being forced into a permanent underclass. We will be a permanent underclass by the year 2013.
Come on and walk with me. Go into this room. Pretty much any of the DVDs, CDs that you need, we have them here. We got snacks for y'all. You know, we go back here. Come on, walk with me. We'll be presenting our Unified Dye clothing, our CBG, Cultural But Gangster line, our RBG, Revolutionary But Gangster line that we have going on. Right here you see racial profiling. It starts early. You can see some of the things we have. We have your African clothing that's popping off, and we have your official RBG wear, Unified Dye. These are custom made shirts, you know what I mean? Come on in, check them out. RBG, Revolutionary But Gangster. You want to come check us out. And last but not least, again, get your ad in the Black Power Resource Guide. We starting a movement, Soul Vibers Nation. We doing this real big. We want everybody to get involved. Everybody get involved with the Soul Vibers Nation. For more information, you can go to our website, www.soulvibersnation.com, or you can call us again at 410-889-0477. We love y'all.
Whoever got the most money now can buy anything they want in technology. And so the few black stations we got in the United States now up for grabs. And as a matter of fact, even the cable system is going to be up for grabs because we don't have the money and resources. We can't compete with the whites now who want to buy all the systems. And once that happens, you can't get your information in. Now, that would not happen to organizations, to groups like the Hispanics. Because, see, the Hispanics got smart enough, they built communities. Then they took their language and they built a fence around their communities. They used their culture to protect their communities. Where is your culture in Los Angeles for black folk? Where is your fence? And we're going to talk about that later on. You are vulnerable. The fourth thing that's going to happen to you is that this whole contract with white America is not anti-liberalism. It is not anti-Democratic Party. It wasn't even anti-Clinton. What it was they were trying to answer a question that's been haunting white America for about 30-something years. And that is, what do you do with 36 million obsolete black folk? That's what the contract was for. And how they concluded that was, you see, they got 1,200 white think tanks in America. 1,200 white think tanks. You got one wholly owned black think tank, and that's the Harvest Institute I'm trying to run. They got 3,000 employees with a $500 million budget. I got a few volunteers. No staff, no money. Because you see, in this country, no blacks wants to give my black think tank any money to help our leaders to develop policy and public issues. And when I ask them for money, what they say is that we can't give you money. I said, why not? They said, what is your organization for? I said, to help black America. They said, who's going to benefit? I said, black folk. They said, who's going to work in it? I said, black folk. They said, ooh, too black. And the first thing that comes to my mind is, how can you be too black? What is too black? 10, 20, 30? What's too black? Nobody ever says something is too Jewish, too Indian, too Asian. And I'm telling you, people are telling me this too blackness comes from our black entertainers, our black athletes that's making $100 million. They could give the money to us that they're paying in taxes because we're tax exempt. But they'd rather give it to the government than even give it to an organization to help black folk in this country. Because they don't want to be black. And I keep trying to tell them, it doesn't hurt that much being black. Now, let me move a little faster.